Hey guys, Coach Lo here, happy Monday, bringing you this week's programming with tips, tricks, and movement details on each WOD. Today we're looking for at Wet Willy and 72. Wet Willy is an AMRAP, 4 minutes, 12 deadlifts, 95-65, 9 overhead squats at 95-65, and 6 hang power snatches at 95-65. In your max, you're going to do max calorie row with your remaining time. Rest for 4 minutes, into another AMRAP 4 minutes, 2 rounds, 12 deadlifts at 115-85, 9 overhead squats at 115-85, 6 hang power snatches at 115-85, and with the time remaining, max calories on the row. Resting for another 4 minutes, AMRAP 4 minutes, 1 round, 12 deadlifts at 135-95, 9 overhead squats at 135-95, and 6 hang power snatches at 135-95. Max calorie row with the time remaining. So the 4 movements we're looking at today are the deadlift, the overhead squat, the hang power snatch, and the row. So we're going to go over those in detail. For the deadlift, I'm looking for you to be in hip width stance. So usually your squats are about shoulder width stance, so a little bit wider. We're looking for hip width. Hip width would be here for me, shoulder width would be here. So see the difference? We're going into a little bit of a narrower hip width apart. Shoulders slightly in front of the bar. Flat back. Our heels are going to be all the way down on the ground, and we're going to push through our whole foot, bringing that barbell up into our hip crease, squeezing our glutes at the top, and we should know we complete the rep when we have full hip and knee extension. Moving on to our overhead squat. We're going to have a wide grip on the bar, and we're going to lower ourselves down in a squat with that barbell overhead. We're going to push those knees in line with the toes. Shoulders should push up against the bar, so you should be locked out. Shoulder pits facing forward. Flat back, hips below knee crease, and that's when you can know that you can push against the ground and bring your body up, coming in full hip and knee extension. For your hang power snatch, again, hands wide. We're going to have the bar resting in the crease of our hips. That's where we want. That's where we know we have a good snatch position. That should be while standing. You should have a hook grip on the bar. Lower the bar above the knees wherever it's comfortable, but it has to be above the knee. You should have your heels down, arms straight. Your hips are going to extend violently. You should shrug your shoulders, followed by a high pull and a quick turnover. Bar should be received in a partial squat and ending the rep at full hip and knee extension. For your rowing, we're going to look for your heels to be down against the foot plate. They should be down the whole time. So thinking about keeping those feet as close as they can instead of bringing them all the way up. That's going to lose your power in your heels because you're going to have to push to your toes for an amount of time until you can bring those heels back down. So heels down, powerful drive through those heels. Flat back, you should come into your catch position, pause 2 seconds, bring it back. You should wait until the rower handle passes your knees before you bend your knees again. For your rower, I see a lot of rounded back at this position when we're fully extended with the arms. I want your flat back your whole time, really driving through those heels. Your 2-second catch is going to allow you more calories on the rower. Today we're looking for high intensity 4-minute intervals. So we're going to do high intensity max effort for 4 minutes, and then we're going to rest those same 4 minutes. So use your recovery wisely. Maybe don't sit down during that 4-minute rest. Walk around, keep the blood flowing because you're going to have to go back to work. Max calories on the rower with whatever time left, which means your total for today and your score on Sugar WOD is the max amount of calories you get through your whole workout. So be very conscious and use as much efficiency in your rowing to make sure you get enough calories. The most efficient rower is probably going to have the highest score today because they know how to row efficiently and get those calories efficiently. For your movement subs, we're looking for the rower. You can do max calories on any machine. So if you have a bike or anything like that, you can do max calories on the bike or any other machine, or max 10-meter shuttle runs. That will equate to your rower. We're looking to bring the intensity with these short windows. Again, we talked about max effort during these windows. To rest, you gain your rest. You can bring strategy into your deadlifts because that's the easiest to break up. So your deadlift is the easiest to drop and pick back up because that's essentially what you're doing. So break up your deadlift into a few sets will allow you to go big on your overhead squat and your hang power snatches. So we're looking for large and possibly unbroken sets on those overhead and hang power snatches. We're looking for a strong pace with powerful strokes to finish out the rounds of the rower because the rest will come. Once you get to the rower, you know rest is about to come. You only have so much more time. You got to put your full effort into your rower. Rounds decrease, so we go from 3 rounds, 2 rounds to 1 round, but the weight increases. So that's something to be mindful of. More time in the rower each interval, so we go from 3 rounds, you're going to have less time on the rower that round. 2 rounds, you should have more time. In the last round, you should have your most amount of calories on the rower. So for the first AMRAP, we're looking at a lightweight that allows you to clear 3 rounds in under 3 minutes. So you have 4 minutes, allowing you 1 minute on the rower to do as many calories as you can. For the second AMRAP, we're looking for a light to moderate weight that allows you to clear 2 rounds in under 2 minutes and 30 seconds. So you're looking for about 1 minute and 30 seconds on the rower to get max calories. Your third AMRAP, you're looking for a moderate weight that allows you to clear 1 round under 1 minute and 30 seconds, so under 90 seconds. That allows you the rest of the time on the rower, which is why the last round you should have your most amount of calories on the rower. Your hang power snatches are ultimately the limiting factor. That's why there is only 6 reps for that. 72. AMRAP 15 minutes, 1 double dumbbell hang squat clean, 1 double dumbbell thruster, 30 double unders. Then we're going to increase by 1 rep to the dumbbell movements each time. So we're going to go 2, 2, 30 double unders, 3, 3, 30 double unders. The movement details, you have 2 movements, actually 3 if you count your jump rope, but we're going to go over 2 movements today. Your dumbbell hang squats clean and your dumbbell thruster. For your double dumbbell hang squat clean, you're looking to deadlift the dumbbell to the hang position, so above the knee, dip slightly, then you're going to extend your hips rapidly, heels down until the hip extension, shoulder shrug, dumbbells received in the bottom of a squat, hips below knee crease, then stand to full extension. For a dumbbell thruster, the dumbbell will rest on your shoulders as you squat, knees in line with the toes, hips below knee crease, with your heels down until the hips extend. When the hips violently extend, you then press, complete the rep with full hip, knee, and arm extension. For the movement substitutions for this workout, for the double unders, you can do 30 line hops, 45 single unders, or 40 seconds of double under practice. For the double dumbbell hang squat clean, you can do a single dumbbell hang squat clean, splitting the reps for each arm, a medicine ball squat clean that climbs by 3 each round. So instead of 1, 2, 3, you're going to go 3, 6, 9, or kettlebell goblet squat, which again you're going to climb by 3 reps each round. For the double dumbbell thruster, you can instead do single dumbbell thruster, split reps evenly between those arms, or a single dumbbell goblet thruster, wall balls, and or a kettlebell swing, and those climb by 3 reps each round. Again, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Today, the double unders require you to be, the double unders or single unders or line hops are going to require you to be on the top of your feet, so more on your toes. And the dumbbell movements are going to make you be performed on your whole foot. So you're going to have to use your whole foot during your thrusters and your hang squat clean. These movements, the dumbbell mixed with the thruster and hang squat clean, can make people tend to come on their toes in their squat. So be sure you're keeping a full foot on the ground and pressing through that whole foot. Make an effort to keep those heels grounded in the cleans and thrusters and stay balanced and drive the weight overhead. That will allow the ample amount of power during all those movements. Some tips. This is very taxing on the lower body. You're having double unders, which a lot of times can blow up your calves. You have those thrusters, quads, your hamstrings, your glutes, and again your hang squat clean, which is going to require you to go into squat just like the thruster. You do not have to go from the hang squat clean into the thruster immediately. You could take a break, be strategic in that. Calculated breaks may help get more work done. So be very calculated, be strategic, and be efficient. As the reps go higher, stick with unbroken sets on each movement will maybe allow you to extend the rest a little bit between them. So if you hold on to your hang squat clean with the dumbbell, you might be able to make more rest in between the thruster if you make that movement unbroken. So there's our tips and tricks for Wet Willy in 72. I hope you guys have a fantastic Monday. Bye guys.